7:08 and we have started walking. Plan of action today is to get to Windermere as quickly as possible. I reckon it's about 2.5 miles away, which should take an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then after that we shall be heading to Braithwaite, where we can pick up some food and stop at the pub. Leaving Windermere behind us, we've walked for 4.5 kilometers now, so that's nearly 3 miles. We're about to turn east and head towards Braithwaite. Over there is the way that we just came down, the path that's in the side of the mountain, and we are still going. Walked for 12 kilometers, just over 12 kilometers already, which is around 8 miles today. Got another 4 or so until we can arrive in Braithwaite, and there we can finally stop and relax for a bit. The time is 1:20 and we are about 1 mile away from Braithwaite, and my legs and feet are definitely feeling quite tired now. We've walked for about 11.5 miles since the start of day today, so that's 11.5 miles in about 6 hours-ish, or just over 6 hours now. So that's averaging a pretty good pace. That's including all the rest stops. And I'm definitely feeling the toll in my thighs and my feet. So when I'm off camera, I'm using my trekking poles and using my arms to compensate for my legs. We just arrived in Braithwaite at the Royal Oak pub. So glad, because I'm really knackered. My feet are aching like hell, and I'm gonna have a good sit down and some nice food. It is 6:25, leaving Braithwaite now. Rested for 4.5 hours, eating, drinking, and also had a shower. Washed off 3 days of dirt, grime off my body. Feels pretty good, with a fresh change of clothes and underwear as well. Feet are feeling very light, a lot more energized. And now we are going over to probably Catbells in the background to camp for tonight. We are at the summit of Catbells. It's 8:15. Guess we just gotta wait an hour and a bit until sunset, and then a little bit more for it to get a little bit dark. It's 10 to 11 and we have just set up camp just on the south side below the summit of Catbells. As you can see, the sky is still orange and it's well over an hour after sunset now. We're a little bit late camping and setting up camp because we met a really nice guy called Carl and we talked about photography on the summit for the best part of an hour. It's getting a bit chilly, but everything's set up and ready to go. And I've got this jacket which is keeping me fairly warm. Time is 2 minutes past 7, just leaving our campsite now. Woke up at a little bit past 6, actually no, I set an alarm for 4:30 and woke up then to see sunrise. But the weather being too good meant the sunrise wasn't so spectacular. Heading towards the lake. It is very still this morning. Even when I woke up, there was hardly any wind. Feeling already quite uncomfortable at just 20 minutes past 7 today. So I'm struggling to imagine what it will be like later on in the day if the wind doesn't pick up. Been walking for an hour and a half now and just not really feeling very energetic today. Don't know what it is, might just be the miles catching up to me because I think we've done maybe just over 50 miles now and just everything is getting a little bit tired and every night we've not been sleeping for the full 8 or 9 hours I'm used to. It's 5 minutes to 11 and we have just started the climb to get out of this valley and over to Grasmere. Don't know why this always happens, but it just seems like we always time all of our climbs to be right in the middle of the day, and it's, you can see it's hardly any shade, hardly any cover, it's just hot up here. We've been climbing for about 10 minutes and there's absolutely no wind coming through. Just super uncomfortable. Feeling my skin getting sticky and sweaty again. It's overall feeling disgusting. We've been climbing for nearly half an hour now and we're about halfway up. And the wind has picked up ever so slightly. I think just like literally through there. We are descending pretty slowly right now because my left ankle is playing up. I'm trying to just put as little weight and as little pressure on it as possible. It's just taking it really slowly. We're about 2 miles away from Grasmere now, and thankfully the trail has turned into this kind of flat, pebbly section, because I don't think my ankles could take much more of the rocky, steep terrain that we've been having. So we are heading into Grasmere right now. It's just behind me, and we are going to go to a pub, get some food and rest for a couple of hours, and then we are gonna go food shopping so we have enough food for the rest of the trip. 6:40 and we are on our way again. Had a really nice fish and chips at the 1769 in Grasmere, and then filled up with about 2 days worth of food in the co-op. We're now heading towards Grisedale Tarn, which is about just over 500 meters up. Expecting 2 to 2.5 hours to get up there, so we should be set up well before sunset, and obviously well before it gets dark. After the rest we've had, my left ankle also feels a lot better, so back to walking at near full speed now. Grisedale Tarn should be just over this little climb here. It's now 9:15 and we are all set up at Grisedale Tarn. The tarn's just there, tents are set up, and tomorrow going over Helvellyn, which you can't quite see from here, but it's over the hill. Got another 500 meters to climb before we get to Helvellyn. But yeah, gonna try and take it easy tonight. Gonna have a rest and then wake up a little bit later tomorrow, because I think the lack of sleep is catching up to me. Had another little nap at the pub after lunch today, and need to rest my left ankle a little bit as well, because that was obviously hurting this afternoon. So yeah, gonna try and sleep it off and see what happens tomorrow. We're definitely looking to take it easy today, because we are currently 1 day ahead of schedule. With the original plan, we were going to finish at around midday, or we hope to finish at midday on Saturday, given that we started in the evening on the Saturday of the week before. But right now we are looking to finish tomorrow midday, which means it's a Friday, so that's 1 day fully ahead. And even so, we only got 20 miles or so left until we finish. So today shouldn't be difficult at all. First thing on the list of things to do this morning, climb up this so we can get to Helvellyn. At the top of this is 850 meters up. We are currently at 550, so that's a 300 meter climb. And then it's just another short 100 meter climb up to Helvellyn. So this is gonna be the bulk of our climbing for this morning. My left ankle is feeling a lot better today, so that's making the climb a lot easier, because I don't have to worry about not putting pressure and weight on it and not climbing with my left foot. Able to climb with both feet just fine. Just had lunch at the summit of Helvellyn, and now we will be descending towards Patterdale. striding edge. Looks pretty sharp and I'm pretty afraid of heights, so this should be fun. We're almost done with the striding edge and I'm sweating profusely, not because of the heat, because we have clouds in the sky today, but just because of how nervous I am. Look at those nasty looking dark clouds in the distance. We really hope it doesn't rain, because that is where we're going. Just had a rest and a drink at the pub in Patterdale, and we've decided that for tonight we are going to either camp at Hayeswater or along the ridge, or just off the side of the ridge by High Street. Camping at Hayeswater would obviously give us access to water, as well as being sheltered from the wind and the promise of flat ground, whereas camping on the ridge at around High Street doesn't give us any promise of that. But I have heard that there is a wall that you can pitch your tent next to if the wind does pick up and it becomes too strong. It is 9:40 and we have set up camp just down the south side of High Street. In the distance the sun is setting and it's so beautiful, seeing it over the hills and over the mountains. Couldn't quite get a tight pitch with my tent because of the tall grass, but it should be okay. And I've got enough water to cook maybe one bowl of pasta for dinner, so that should be good. Anyway, gotta get a head down and carry on walking tomorrow. It's 7 o'clock and we had just packed up camp. This is the last day of our trip to the Lake District and it feels a bit chilly up here. The sun only just came up from beyond the hills and it was a little bit chilly last night with the wind, but in my quilt it was okay, it didn't feel too cold or anything. Today's itinerary is to just go towards Windermere. We have 7 miles, just over 7 miles, and I think we can do it in 5 hours, so we should get there by around 12 o'clock. We are back at the first gate we crossed a week ago. It's now 12 on the Friday the 6th of July and we have just made it back to Windermere train station, which is where we started the Lake District hike. It took us 5 full days plus 2 half days to make it here, and it's been a very pleasant walk. The weather has been absolutely brilliant for walking, but not so much for photography, which is a shame, because I brought along my tripod and my camera gear, but guess you can't have both. Anyway, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.